Hello.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Good.
See, you're at a grocery store, and I see your face, and I see my face even smaller.
Yeah. So from this picture, I wonder if you can guess what we're going to talk about today.
Hmm. I think we might be talking about grocery stores.
Grocery stores. Yeah. So here's the entrance to the grocery store. Here are some shopping carts. Oh, inside, can you see? They are selling. What are they selling?
Oh, those look like watermelons?
Watermelons, yeah, big green ones. I also have on here the logos for some different grocery stores in our area. Um, and so I wonder if you've been to some of these. I often go to Fred Meyer. I shop there probably the most. Sometimes I go to QFC. I really like to go to Winco Foods. They have good prices and they have everything. Lots of different things that you can get at Winco, but it's a little bit far from my house, so I only go there like just a little bit sometimes. Do you go to some of these grocery stores?
I do. I usually go to Fred Meyer,
Mm-hmm.
and
The same as me.
sometimes I go to QFC. Sometimes I go to Safeway. I don't usually go to Winco. Uh, I don't think I've ever been to grocery outlet.
No? Oh, grocery outlet is good. They have very good prices, but sometimes um, they always have different stuff. So if you're looking for something specific, maybe grocery outlet is not the best choice. They get things from other grocery stores that the other
Hmm.
grocery stores didn't sell, and they sell it at a discount. Discount means lower price. So yeah, so there's lots of good grocery stores. Um, it's good talking about grocery stores in COVID because that's a place we can still go during COVID. You can still go there, and um, it's a good opportunity to practice your English out in the world, talking to people in a real life situation, even during COVID. So I wonder if you've heard of this idea, this word grocery list. Do you know what a grocery list is?
I do, yes.
Yeah? Yeah, what's a
It's,
grocery list?
it's where you write down the things that you want to buy from the grocery, so you remember them when you're at the grocery.
Yeah, yeah. So this guy here, he has a grocery list. So he's looking, maybe it says carrots, broccoli. Oh, that'd be convenient. There's these things right here. Cereal, rice. Yeah, different things he wants to get. He has it on a
He's in
list.
the
So some
cereal.
people, sorry?
He's in the wrong aisle for cereal.
Yeah, that's not the right place, but he can get the carrots and the broccoli pretty easy. Um, so he's looking at his list. So yes, he uses a grocery list. She is just walking down the aisles looking, oh, maybe I'll get some of this, maybe I'll get some of that. Um, but she doesn't have a list to look at what she wants to get. So does she use a grocery list? No, no. And then some people use a grocery list sometimes. Um, I use a grocery list all the time. I always use a grocery list. Um, do you use a grocery list?
I always use a grocery list.
Yeah.
I usually write down my groceries on my phone. That's my grocery list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So not a paper, but you have it on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you use a grocery list? What's an advantage, a good thing about using a grocery list?
Um, well, I like that I know what I need to get beforehand, and I don't forget things when I'm at the grocery list. I can check things off as I get them,
Mm-hmm.
and afterwards I know that I've got all the things.
Yeah, you don't want to get home after and say, oh, I really needed milk. I forgot to get the milk. Yeah, if you have a list, you can write it down. What would be a disadvantage of using a grocery list? Something not so good about it. Can you think
Well,
of?
you need to remember to bring the list with you. If you forget the
You could
list,
forget the list. Yep. Yep.
you don't
And
have
then
the
you have
list
to,
anymore.
yeah.
Um, maybe you don't get to be as spontaneous if you have a list. You need to
Mm.
get the list. But
Mhm.
uh, but maybe if you didn't have a list, you'd get all sorts of random things like chocolate and candy and
Maybe you get healthier food if you use a list. You don't see
mm,
the chocolate and say, "Oh, I want some chocolate." But maybe sometimes you see something on the shelf that looks really good, but you wouldn't be looking for it if you were only looking at your list. Maybe there's something there you didn't know about. You didn't know that you wanted it. So yeah, some people use grocery lists, some people don't. So you probably have seen these words before, but let's practice some food vocabulary, some things they sell at the grocery store. So can you say what this is called?
that's broccoli.
Broccoli. This one?
That's milk. Grapes. Carrots.
Yeah. And down here?
Oh, that way. Cheese.
Cheese.
And rice.
Rice.
Some apple.
Apple. One apple. One apple. Two apples.
Just one apple.
Yeah.
That's bread.
Bread. Bread is an interesting one. So there's three of these. One, two, three. Breads? Do you call it breads?
No, you call it all bread.
Just bread. Yeah. So non-count. Non-count noun. Bread. One
Mm.
bread. One piece of bread. Two pieces of bread. All of this together is bread. This one's hard to see the picture, but you can see the word.
Oh yeah, that's yogurt.
Yogurt. And this one?
Those are eggs.
Eggs. So what are some other things that you might buy at the grocery store? I'll type them here for you.
Mm. I might get juice. I like to
Juice.
get orange juice.
Yeah, orange juice.
Um, maybe sour cream.
Mm.
If I'm making a salad, I might want to get lettuce.
Lettuce.
Uh, maybe salad dressing for my salad.
There you go. Can you get things at the grocery store that are not food?
At some grocery stores, yeah.
Yeah.
At the Fred Meyer's, you can get clothes and chairs.
What about a store that's just grocery store? So not Fred Meyer that sells lots of different things, but I'm thinking like QFC is more just a grocery store.
Okay,
But there's things that are not food that they sell, right?
well, that's true. Yeah, you can get pots and pans,
Yeah.
baking trays.
Uh-huh.
Uh, they have medicine sometimes. I don't know if that counts as food. You eat
Yeah,
it.
medicine. Mm-hmm.
Band-aids,
Yeah.
paper towels,
Paper
sponges,
towels, Band-Aids, you said. Did you say one more thing?
sponges.
Sponges. Yeah, things for cooking, medicine, pharmacy, cleaning supplies. Yeah, things that you need around your house every day. Yeah, grocery stores. So I want to point you to this word, aisle. So these are different grocery store sections. and aisles. So this is an aisle where you walk down the middle and there are things on each side. Yeah, aisle. And there's some extra letters in this word, right? So you don't pronounce the A, you don't really pronounce the S or this S. You could spell it just I-L-E, aisle. That's the right pronunciation. Can you say it? Aisle?
Aisle.
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 Yeah, but it's spelled A-I-S-L-E-S. Well,
That's a lot of letters.
aisles is plural. So yeah, aisle is just the one. Yeah, so there's different aisles that sell different things, so you can find what you're looking for. And then there's some different sections that have names. So frozen foods, that's clear what that section is. Things that are frozen, keep it cold. Dairy, what's dairy? Do you know?
That's things with milk in it, like
Yeah,
milk and
yeah, milk.
yogurt, cheese.
Yeah, so some of these things. Milk is dairy, cheese is dairy, yogurt is dairy. Sometimes they sell eggs in the dairy section, even though they're not made of milk. Meat, seafood, like fish, shellfish, things that come out of the ocean, seafood. Ocean and sea mean the same. Sea. Bakery, do you know bakery?
That's baked things like bread and muffins.
Yeah, so bake.
Croissants.
The word bake is in bakery. So bake is when you cook it in an oven. So yeah, bread, cake, muffins, bagels, baked things. And this is a big section, produce. So produce means fruits and vegetables. Yeah, so fruits and vegetables are called produce. So if anyone says, oh, look in the produce section, that's what they're talking about, the fresh fruits and vegetables. And then often here in the middle of the grocery store is where they sell the non-perishable foods, non-perishable groceries. So perishable means it goes bad. So if you leave it out for a while, it will rot, it will maybe look brown, it won't be good to eat anymore. Non-perishable means not perishable. So it won't go bad. So you'd have things in cans, maybe things in boxes, cereal, pasta, rice, things for baking like flour, sugar. Your paper towels would be in here, non-perishable. Your paper towels won't go bad. They can keep for a long time. So yeah, this is sort of everything else in these aisles, right? The aisles. And a lot of times, like in this sign, the aisles have numbers. So it'll be aisle 1, aisle 2, aisle 3, like that. And this part, what's up at the front? Up at the front of the grocery store?
That's a checkout.
Checkout. What do you do there?
That's where you pay for your groceries.
Where you pay. Yep. So you bring all your things up here. It's called the checkout. The checkout. So I want to do some practice conversations that you might have at the grocery store, okay? So you don't necessarily have to talk to people when you're at the grocery store, but it can be useful, and it can be good practice too. It's a low stakes, an easy way to practice talking to somebody in a real situation. So in this conversation, would you like to be the customer or the clerk?
I'll be the customer.
The customer. Okay, so here's your first sentence. Will you read this, please?
Okay. Excuse me, where can I find the eggs?
They're at the back of the store in the dairy section.
Thanks. Where can I find tomato sauce?
It's in aisle 12. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good. Okay, let's switch. So I'll be the customer this time.
Okay.
Excuse me, where can I find the eggs?
They're at the back of the store in the dairy section.
Thank you. Where can I find tomato sauce?
It's in aisle 12. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hmm. What if I wanted to ask about something different? Like, what if I wanted to ask about carrots? Can you be the clerk and answer me? Excuse me,
I'll
where can
try.
I find the carrots?
They're in the side of the store in the produce section.
Good. Thanks. Where can I find ice cream?
It's in aisle 12 in the dairy section, the frozen dairy section.
The frozen dairy section, aisle 12. Okay, thank you. Yeah,
You're
good.
welcome.
Good. Good, you're welcome. So that's one kind of conversation you might have. Here's another one. I'll be the customer. Hello, how are you?
Fine, thanks. Did you find everything you needed today?
Yes, thank you. Should I put my card in the machine?
Just one moment, please. Okay, now it's ready.
Okay.
Would you like a receipt?
No, thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Good. So where are they? What part of the store is this conversation happening in?
Uh, they're in the checkout line.
Yeah, checkout. So this is the person with their cart. They bought all these things. Here is the clerk checking them out. Good. So I wanted to show you a picture. This is me. This is me in the real Fred Meyer going grocery shopping. Oh, and what am I holding?
Oh, you have a grocery list.
I have a grocery list. I always use a grocery list. Yeah, so this is the outside of the store. And I wore my mask. And I bought these groceries. And did you know I had 2 real conversations the last time I went to the grocery store? Yeah, I talked to people in the store. And this is what I remember us saying in those conversations. So this one happened. I was in one of the aisles. I was in the cereal aisle. Another customer was standing in the cereal aisle and she apologized. She said, "I'm sorry," because she thought she was blocking my way. So she thought I was trying to go to the cereal and I couldn't go there because she was standing there looking at the cereal. And so she said, "Here, will you be Catherine? Will you be me in this conversation?"
Whew, okay.
Okay, so this is what she said. She said, "Sorry, I'm just standing here zoning out." Do you know, have you heard zoning out before? You know what
No.
that
What does
is?
that mean?
Yeah, so zoning out just means just looking, just staring and not paying attention to what's going on. So
Mm.
she thought maybe she didn't notice. She didn't notice that she was in my way until then. She said, "Sorry, I'm just standing here zoning out." And what did I say?
Oh, that's okay. There are so many different options.
Yes, and I have someone picky at home. I have to find something he will eat besides macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese is good, but maybe not for every meal.
No.
Good luck.
Oh, good. Thank you. Um, have you heard this word picky?
Yeah, that's when you don't eat lots of things. Uh, when you want really specific things.
Yeah, maybe you eat like just one thing or 1 or 2 or 3 things and you don't want to eat anything else. So she says, I have someone picky at her home, and he only eats macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese, yeah. It's a popular food, especially for kids in the United States. Yeah, it's like noodles with cheese on it. I have to find something he will eat besides macaroni and cheese. Who do you think he is? Who is she talking about?
It's probably her kid, her son or her daughter.
I think it's probably her son. Yeah, and you know it's her son because she says he, not she. Yeah, I have to find something he will eat. She's trying to find something he will eat besides macaroni and cheese. So maybe he will eat cereal. We'll find out.
I hope so.
I hope he eats cereal. Yeah. And I said macaroni and cheese is good, but maybe not for every meal. That would be too much macaroni and cheese. Yeah.
Sometimes you need to eat cereal.
Sometimes you need to eat cereal. Some macaroni and cheese, some cereal. Oh, very, very good diet. Very healthy, just macaroni and cheese and cereal. Maybe some vegetables. It's good to eat some vegetables also. And then I had a second conversation this same day at the same Fred Meyer. Would you like to be me or would you like to be the clerk?
I'll be a clerk.
Okay.
How are you?
Fine. How are you doing?
I'm good.
And the clerk started getting the plastic bags, ready to put the groceries in. So I said, I have some bags. And I pointed at the bags that I brought with me to the store.
Oh, do you have a rewards card? Oh, I need to scan the items.
Yeah.
Beep. Beep.
Items.
Do you have a rewards card?
I have a phone number. And so I put the phone number in. Why do I say I have a phone number? What does that mean?
It means you can use your phone number instead of a rewards card.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the rewards card you can use to get discounts, get a lower price on some groceries. But you don't have to have your card. Did you know that you don't have to have your card? You can just give them your phone number. And if your phone number is with your card, then you don't have to carry this with you. So I put the phone number for my rewards card in the machine and I paid for the groceries.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. And that was the conversation that we had. Okay. So I have a big homework assignment for you this week. Okay. So your assignment will be to go to a grocery store. Yeah. The next time you're at the grocery store. So it can be this week or maybe next week, but the next time that you're there at one of these places or a different one, your assignment is to have a conversation with someone. Okay. And you don't have to write it out, you know, all the details of it like this, but just find someone and talk to them. It can be very short. It can be at the checkout. You can just say, hi, how are you? And see what people say back to you in English. Okay. Okay. So I will ask you next week, did you go to the grocery store? Did you talk to someone? Who did you talk to? Okay. So that's your assignment for this week. You understand?
I do.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's it for class today. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Catherine.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.